Hello world, this is Majaz and welcome back to my channel AIBegins.net. This is the second part in the ROS series on this channel in which we are going to learn how to install ROS on Ubuntu, which is running on a Raspberry Pi. If you haven't seen it yet, you can check out the first part in the link right there in the corner. I'll assume that you have already installed Ubuntu on your Raspberry Pi and have configured it for passwordless SSH. And now, let's begin. Connect your Raspberry Pi to power, turn it on, wait for a few minutes, and then open up a terminal using Windows plus T command. Now we'll SSH into Raspberry Pi by using the command ssh space ubuntu @ followed by your IP address. And we are in. Let's clear all that. In the future videos, we'll also explore a multi-machine setup in which ROS will be running on both your PC as well as the Raspberry Pi. I'll be following these really good installation instructions from the ROS wiki page. The link is in the description if you want to check it out yourself. Let us start by letting Ubuntu know where to find the ROS packages by pointing it to the right repository, using these two lines, which you can copy and paste from the description down below. I really don't want to type all that in, and neither should you, so all these long commands will be there in the description for your copy and paste pleasure. Now type in sudo apt-update and it will update all the repository information. Let's clear all that. And now type in sudo apt install ROS ROS base. Now ROS has many package styles. The base package consists of the bare minimum you need to run ROS. We are foregoing all the GUI elements and all of the additional software so that our ROS version is really light on the Raspberry Pi. Yes to that, and now you can spend some time doom scrolling your Instagram feed because this is going to take a while. Let's fast forward things a bit. If you are installing ROS on your PC though, I would recommend the ROS Noetic Desktop Full package, which contains all the additional software and the kitchen sink thrown in. And finally, it is completed. Now we need to do a little thing, that is source the ROS directory by typing in this command source /opt/ROS /noetic, which is our ROS version, /setup.bash. Now we do this so that we can access the ROS commands from the terminal. But we don't want to do this every time we open a terminal because we'll be opening a lot of those. So instead, we'll add this command to bash rc file, and now it's automatically executed whenever we open a new terminal. And now we'll install some other recommended packages by using this command. You can copy and paste this from the description as well. Let's now initialize ROS dep, which is the dependency manager for ROS. Now we'll update ROS dep as recommended. The ROS wiki page over here hosts an excellent set of tutorials that will help you get started on your ROS journey. All the installation stuff is now taken care of, and now let's get into setting up the environment. We'll start by creating a workspace where our code will reside using Catkin. Now Catkin is the official build system for ROS, which will help us generate libraries, executables, and other stuff from our raw source code. Now let's enter into our workspace. And now you'll use the catkin make command to build this workspace. As you can see, it has now created some new folders. SRC is where our code will reside. Now to let ROS know where our workspace is, we'll need to source a setup file, which is there in the devel folder. Now let's check if our workspace is visible to ROS using this command. As you can see, our workspace is now listed. And finally, we'll now get to run ROS. Type in ROS core and hit enter. And there you go, ROS is up and running on our Raspberry Pi. In the next video, we'll learn how to set up VS Code for remote development. This will help us to create code for our robot sitting remotely at our own PC. Trust me, it is a lot better than coding directly on the Raspberry Pi. And that brings us to the end of this video. I hope this video helped you a bit. Now subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this in the future. Leave down a comment and I'll see you again in the next one. Till then, bye bye.